Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are getting started. We are in the Surrender Break Room. This is a place where you can come in, relax, regroup, and re-engage the world with a whole new perspective. I am Dr. Celeste Owens. I'm glad to have you here. If you're watching live, you probably want to fast forward a little bit as I wait for the live viewers to come in. But we have a fantastic topic today. We're talking about the God of the suddenlies, like how God will show up and do things that are unexpected. And just want to talk about that today. Also, want to cover, of course, our global surrender fast that is quickly approaching. We're, in fact, in our pre fast preparation period this week. Want to explain what that means to some people who aren't familiar with this process, first time fasting. Glad to have you on board. Good morning, Facebook user. If you're coming in from the Surrender 365 page on Facebook, it doesn't show your name. So, good morning to you as you come in. You made it to the live. So, if you're coming in from the Surrender 365, I think it's page or group, type your name in because it doesn't come in as you. But I see Aqua. Aqua's here on YouTube, and so is Dr. Rashima. So glad to have you. And Bethany Lynn made it. Yay! So glad to have you all on. Kiana's here, Elaine, South Florida representing. Is Stacy. Oh, hey, Stacy, you made it live. Stacy's been trying to find me. It's been like not so easy during our summer hours. So I'm so happy you got to find us. Soror Terry is here. Felicia. I think that's Ash. Hey. Lisa is here. Oh, so Lisa's on Facebook. Okay, got it. Beatrice, thank you. Hi, Karen. If you're on YouTube, your name comes up. Sherelle, Sarika, Patricia. Okay, y'all representing today. Let's get started. What? Y'all are in here today. So let me introduce myself again, just in case this is your first time. Sherry Edwards. Hey, Sherry. So glad to have you on board. I think you're fasting, right, Sherry? She's probably like, I am. Hey, Darlene. So, anyway, I'm Dr. Celeste Owens. I'm an author and speaker. I get the amazing privilege of leading what we call the Global Surrender Movement. So glad you all are hanging out with me on today because I want to um, talk a teeny bit about the pre fast because we have started our pre fast preparation period this week. We will start day one of our Global Surrender Fast next week. And the theme for our Global Surrender Fast is One Church. And we're going to learn how to collectively become powerful in Him, collectively powerful as kingdom citizens, taking the world by storm, and being connected and united in spirit, mind, and deeds. So it's going to be powerful, powerful, powerful. I think some things that'll be shared in the weekly calls will surprise you. I know it's going to surprise you. Some of the themes that we'll talk about each week, some of them are going to really surprise you, but they're going to help you to feel really empowered, really empowered. So our global surrender fast again starts Monday, the 19th. Okay. We're in our pre-fast preparation now. Hey, Genova. Aqua's here. I'm excited about the topic I'm hearing about. Come on now. I'm excited too, Aqua. I'm ready for the fast. Awesome, Bethany. Bethany said she is ready for the fast. Trusting God to do mighty things. Love it. Aracellus, glad to have you. So let me tell you real quick, 30 seconds. We're embarking on our fasting season. The 40-day surrender fast starts September 19th, but the pre-fast is occurring this week. In the pre-fast, what you do is you make sure that you're spending some time with God and praying. You haven't surrendered anything yet. You're not fasting yet, but it is a good way to prepare your heart for the 40 days. And it's super helpful if you go through and read the chapters, the pre-fast chapters that are in the book. There are 5 of them. So yesterday's was Let God Do a New Thing. And today is I don't remember what day 2 of the pre-fast is. Okay. What is a surrender fast? What is a surrender fast? Is today. So it's just preparing your heart. Again, if this is your first time fasting, you're not fasting yet. You're not surrendering yet, unless God told you to surrender something already. But if this is your first time fasting, this is just a way to prepare. Hi, Joyce. And Pamela's here. So this is a way to help you to prepare to get ready. She said, so blessed to be here. This is the second year. Yay, Pamela. Second year fasting. I love it. So let's get started. So we're talking today regarding God being a God of suddenlies. And I want to remind you, I don't know if you all got a chance to listen to the kickoff. So this is the first time this year that we were able to kick the fast off in another city, because I've always kicked the fast off here in Maryland virtually. Sometimes we've done it live, but it's always been in Maryland, or our surrounding vicinities. However, we were able to travel and we were able to kick the fast off in Louisville with our partnering church, which is Kingdom Culture. Kingdom Culture. And we were able to kick off our fast there. I hope many of you got a chance to watch it. If not, the link is on our Facebook group, so you could go back and look there. But I'm going to cover what we talked about Sunday so that everybody's on the same page, because I want to make sure everybody is thinking correctly on the same page. Okay. Kiana, hello. Glad to have you. So let me tell you. Let me start it like this, because God's going to do some suddenlies for you in the next couple of weeks. And I just want you to be aware of it. I want you to be anticipating it. And I want you to expect God. God wants you to expect him, because he's going to do some suddenlies. He's been doing them in my life. He's been doing them in other people's lives who I've talked to. He's going to do them. So if you watch Sunday, act like you didn't watch Sunday, because I'm going to share just real quickly something that I know. First of all, in the beginning of the year, the Lord told me this was the year of fulfillment. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I was like, okay, God, I'm open, ready, and excited about this. But then I just found out, like at the end of August, maybe sometime in August, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because then I don't know how I got aware of this on the the Jewish calendar, because they follow a different calendar from us. Their calendar starts like September to September. That we were actually in a Shmita year. Shmita is Shmita. We're in a Shmita year, which is the biblically ordained sabbatical. It happens every 7 years, and we just happen to be in a Shmita year that actually ends September 26th. This month, September 26th. Isn't that incredible? So let me tell you what it means. It's the year of release. So in the Bible, every 7 years, if you were in debt, you were released from your debt. It was a year to rest, and you rest not only yourself, but to rest the land, so that you'll get ready for the next productive 6 years that were to come. But it was always 6 years, take a break, 6 years, take a break. And what's so interesting, that follows when God created the earth, how he rested on the seventh day. And this is the same order that comes through this calendar. It's the year of release, a period of collective renewal. For those who loaned money, is to be forgiven of their debts. You know what's interesting? It does not matter if people don't recognize this, if people don't even realize they're in a Shemitah year. I realize because it's a universal frequency. It's something that happens because God has ordained it. It's going to happen no matter what. If people are acknowledging it or knowing it or what. Think about how much conversation has happened this year in the U.S. regarding student loan debt, and how there was provided. You might not be happy about it, but there was provided some student loan debt relief this year. Do you think Biden knew it was a Shemitah year? You think he was following the Jewish calendar? No, it's just a universal frequency. It's a cycle of life. It's the way God has ordained the world to revolve and to happen and to cycle through. So whether you know it or not, it's the Shemitah year. And I've had so many testimonies. Even Sunday, when I presented on Sunday in Louisville, one of the people who was there was like, that's why I got a raise without asking. He was like, I didn't even ask for a raise. He's like, I got a huge raise. And then one of my other friends told me Friday, she was like, I just got, she got a position and they offered her like 34,000 or something like that, 30 something thousand more than her other position. And she was like, she was like blown away. That's because it is a Shemitah year. It's a year of release. It's a year to be forgiven of debt. It's a year where you don't sow your land. You just let God manifest and produce and allow you to reap what has already been sown and was already there. It is a year where, and I felt this, where I have rested, where things have happened. And it doesn't mean I haven't done some things, it means I haven't strived at all. Just kind of done a few things that God has um, mentioned, to do. And then all of a sudden, it's like this increase. Come on now, Facebook users. She said, no wonder God kept saying, rest, right? Chill out. This year is a Shemitah year. Come on, Sherry. Me too. Me too, because it's all of this all mixed in. So the Lord had me to tell you all on Sunday. If you missed it, I'm telling you today that He wants you to expect Him because the Shemitah year doesn't end until the 26th. So we still have some days in this Shemitah year. And He said, expect Him. And He said He's going to do something radical. So He wants you to watch out for that. Let me tell you something that happened recently. That was one of those Shemitah radical things this year. And again, I didn't know it was a Shemitah year until like last month. But I was like, oh, I would like to have like a viral video. It's like I would like to have a viral video. Just kind of thinking. Shemitah year, it was like I had the thought. I probably even wrote it down because I'm always writing down like vision and things that I want to happen. Do y'all know one of my Instagrams went viral? He was like, what the what? And I was like, I asked for this. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. It went viral, like almost 500,000 views. What? What in the world? It's just God is so good. So expect Him. Okay. All I hear, rest. Come on, Sherry. Just watch Him do something, Sherry. You ain't even got to press. Just watch Him show up. And it was like, for example, my sister, good to feel such a calm and not doing the hustle and bustle, right? God is so good, right, Pamela? So my sister, let me give you an example. My sister applied for, she said the Lord put in her heart a couple months ago, apply for this position. I'm telling this to y'all, somebody, because God about to do something in the next 2 weeks or what we can have, whatever we got. But you're going to have to listen. You're going to have to, like, while we're in this pre-fast, listen. Make sure you take 30 minutes, go through your chapters, listen, pray, ask God, what do you want to do? Celeste said that you said to expect Him. I'm telling you, said He's expecting to show up. My sister who applied for a job maybe 2 months ago, Shemitah year, not qualified. Not qualified for this job at all. So but God was like, go ahead and put your application in. So she's like, I'm gonna put my application in. Okay. So she puts her application in. And then maybe like, I don't know how long, let's say weeks. I don't know. They're like, you got the job. So she gets the job and her boss, her person who was her boss at that point, gets the job. So now they both move over to get the job. So her boss says to her, now they have the same job now, but you know what I mean? It was her boss. Her boss says to her, how did you do in your interview? She was like, what interview? What? They had an extensive interview. You didn't have the interview? No, I didn't know there was an interview. Isn't that crazy? She got this job, paying her, significantly more. She didn't have to pay. She didn't have to do the interview. She got the job. Shemitah year. Come on, God will favor you if you just take that little step, act of faith. He's like, just do this. It wasn't hard. Just put an application. Go ahead. Stop thinking about not being qualified. Stop. Just put the application in. And now that she's gotten over to the other position that she has now, they love her so much. She just got there, y'all. Supposed to be in training. 3 weeks into the job, they're like, you're awesome. They increase her by another 10, 20. They increase her pay in just a few weeks' time. Shemitah year is the year of release. It's the year where debts were forgiven in the Bible. Y'all better see, y'all student loan debt relief, awesome. But God might want to pour some money into you, but He needs you to be obedient. And I'm even asking, I'm just doing this now on the fly. Lord, I'm requesting that even this Shemitah year continues for us as we even go through the fast as well. So we're expecting God to September 26th, but I want a little overflow. I'm just asking for that from God. I show up and God says, you have not because you ask not. So we'll be asking for some overflow while we're even in the midst of the fast. But we actually will start the fast on the 19th. Shemitah year goes to the 26th. So y'all better expect God to be absolutely incredible as he always is, but he's going to show out. Thank you, Elaine. Year of release. We are in the year of release. I was speaking to a young lady Sunday who said, oh my goodness, I can't believe you came here to talk about this. She's like, I've been so burdened by student loan debt. She's like, I've been so I was like, don't burden anymore. God says his yoke is easy. His burdens are light. You won't have to carry the burden. God will release you from some things. God told me, what'd you say, Sherry? God told me this season is fast and spiritually strategic. This was even before the pre-fast. Come on, Sherry. She's like, I'm expecting him. Overflow in Jesus' name. Bethany Lynn, your release. Favor is fair when you're his. Favor ain't fair when the world look at it. It's fair when you his. I do get it. But when the world is looking at it, the way this girl got this job, she ain't had the interview. All she did was put an application. Now she done got a raise. You know, the world looks at that Facebook user is like, what in the world? They think favor ain't fair. But right, when you line up with the will of God, when you're his child, it is fair because that's what the Lord does. He said his favor is better than life. Ash said, I just got a rejection yesterday from a new job. I just knew I was going to get it, but God has better. God, girl, God got better. It hurts. That little rejection hurts, but also you realize, because what God has for me is for me. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. If you close the door, thank you, Jesus. Lord, if that still was my door, open it back up. But if not, we're moving forward in the plan that you have. Thank God for you. I'm glad you got your job. You know, just last year, I was talking with a young lady who applied for a job that she was well qualified for, didn't get it. Our feelings were hurt. They gave it to some other guy. Feelings were hurt. But then maybe a month or two later, another job, like she was searching on the internet or through a headhunter, I don't know. And another job came up that was perfect for her. Perfect. And now she loves where she is. So you're right. Don't fret. It's coming. Order our steps. I love that, Tashara. Order our steps. That's what I pray too. God, help me to see you. Help me not to walk into anything that is not of you. Close a door that is not for me. Those are my prayers. God's been telling me intentional for this fast. I've been studying intention out. That's good, Shantae. That's really good. I'm ready for all the guys to be. Yes, greater is coming, Aqua. I love that. Tashara said, my struggle is over and I'm blessed and my blessings are on the way. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that in the fast. There's a week where we're going. So every week has a theme. And one of the weeks is kingdom authority. There are some things that the enemy has held up and it's biblical. There are times in the Bible where the enemy has held things up. And in our ignorance, we don't realize that we have authority to release the enemy. The Bible tells us if you resist him, he will flee from you. But sometimes we don't even realize in the spirit what is going on. So like Sherry said, this is going to be really a spiritual thing. We're going to be able to open up our spiritual eyes during this fast to see what are the things that have been held up. I cannot believe that, Minister Deborah, your 8th year. New beginnings. I love that. New beginnings. Time change got me, but better later than never. The time change got you. You know what? I'm sorry about that. I told my social media person 8:30. Why did I say 8:30? It was supposed to be 8. But during next week, starting next week, it's going to be 8. So I'm sorry about the time change, but I'm glad you still made it in. And let me tell y'all a suddenly. We talking about a suddenly that happened at the kickoff this Sunday in Louisville was, I don't know if some of y'all heard this, but I ended up getting a proclamation from the mayor. And now in Louisville, September 11th, 2022 is Dr. Celeste Owens Day. I was like, that's interesting. I was blown away and I was shocked. I never expected to see. That's why God, I'm telling you, he told me this was weeks before this even happened. Expect me to show up in a radical way. And he demonstrated it through me. I got this proclamation. Yes, I do have it right here. Sorry. Exhibit A. I don't know if you can read it because it's probably going to be backwards on Facebook, but it's a proclamation from the mayor. It says, greetings to whom all these presents shall come. Know ye that September 11th, 2022. Sherry's like, yes. is hereby proclaimed in Louisville, Kentucky to be Dr. Celeste Owens Day, and I urge all citizens to observe this special recognition. What the what? I'm telling you, God said expect him in a radical way. I'm not playing. When he told me to write that down and tell you all, I didn't even know this was coming. Obviously not. How would I think I would get a proclamation from the mayor? Thank you guys. Thank you, Denise Genova. Thank you guys so much. That's it, Bethany. Expect the unexpected. So when I got home, y'all, with my proclamation, it was still a few hours. And I wasn't in Louisville, I was in Maryland. But I told Andell he needed to observe Dr. Celeste Owens Day. He was giving me the side eye. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Casey. Isn't that amazing? I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to, well, first of all, give God the glory, but secondly, to demonstrate to you that God is going to do some unexpected things. Come on, get out of your complaining, get out of your worry, start to just expect God to show up. Thank you, in a radical way. Now that's some fluming right there. I just saw my flume shirt earlier, Sherry, before I put on this one, my little 5K shirt I got on today. But I did see the flume shirt. Right, Rashima? Thank you all so much. It's like God does these amazing things. Another thing I wanted, so this is the crazy thing. Let me tell you another crazy thing that happened in Louisville. And this is one of those things that you're just desiring. It's a year of rest. My work phone plan is not unlimited data. When I went to look how much it costs to get unlimited data, I was like, I just don't feel like paying that. So last month, in the month before, my minutes ran out. And my kids their personal home plan is unlimited. Ma, why your phone keep running out of minutes? You need to get unlimited, Ma. But I'm like, I don't want to pay for unlimited. I don't want to get them more money than I'm already giving them. Y'all, on Sunday, why they give me a hotspot that is already fully paid for, it won't run out. Is this not crazy? A free hotspot with this SIM card that won't run out. They'll somehow it's getting loaded wherever. I didn't ask any questions. Y'all, I didn't have to go to my unlimited. Hey, Cappy, how are you? Oh yeah, absolutely. I ain't have to spend no more money on no unlimited plan. I'm giving Verizon enough money, and now I got a personal hotspot. Come on now, Leandria, won't he do it? I'm telling you, I'm just giving y'all examples because I want you to get excited. And there's some things that we're going to do through the fast. There's some processes that we're going to follow as we go through this whole idea of being kingdom people, kingdom citizens, that is going to release some things on the earth that have already been done in heaven. There's some things that have been held up, seriously held up, that God needs us to release, because the next phase, leaving out of this Shmita year of rest, this next phase, God needs us to be kingdom citizens, taking the world by storm. That was a God wink, Cheryl. That was a God wink. There was something I wrote down. Man, here we go, trying to find something in my notes, which is a lot of notes. There was something God gave me about being a kingdom citizen, but maybe I won't see it. I had it. Oh yeah, the Lord gave me this a couple weeks ago. He said the church. Now remember, the church is not just we always think of the church as the building, what church I go to. Your church. The Lord said the church must arise and understand its vital role in establishing his kingdom on the earth, in the earth. His kingdom. That's what we're going to be going through with the fast. What does it look like to establish his kingdom? Not crazy at all. Look at the harvest for what you've been sown. Come on now. God is good. I know, right? That was definitely a God wink. Hey, Sandra. To God be the glory. So, first of all, let me know. That's all I have. He's doing some suddenly things, and I just want you to be lined up with the will of the Lord in this moment. That's all. As a small miracle. Miracle, come on. It is a miracle. And God has been doing some miracles for me in the last couple of weeks. Let me tell you another miracle God did. Because we're going to take you through a process during the fast. around Kingdom Court. I don't have time to explain it, but it's how you release some things on earth from that have already been done in heaven. And we had prayed some things around finances with Latoya Fonville, who will come on to do that in one of the weeks of the fast. Can't remember which week. Hey, Warren. There we go. Really, Genova. Arise, Genova. Come on, Genova. If God's saying arise, arise. So anyway, we did this whole idea of releasing things that are already done in heaven onto earth that may have been and probably have been held up by the enemy. So we did this whole big prayer on a Friday. On a Saturday morning, y'all, this is a couple weeks ago, Saturday, and Dell walks in and says, here, and he hands me a check. I'm like, oh, who we get a check from? And I look at the check. The check is coming from a house I sold 3 or 4 years ago. You know what? We forgot to give you the property tax back. Held up, but released on earth. We forgot to give you. There was thousands. We forgot. So here you go right now. And it wasn't a coincidence. It was like God knew. Here they go. They about to get serious. They about to pray some things down. Here we go. Juanita, right? God is so good. So I want y'all to get excited. This pandemic has hit some of us in a way that has taken some air out of your balloon. Well, I didn't know another analogy to use, but wind out of your sail. What did we say? But you about to get the wind back. It's been a challenging 2 to 3 years, yes. But we about to get some wind beneath our wings now. You about to go soaring, doing some kingdom work. Deborah says, don't get ready. Be ready. Come on. Be ready. Oh, hey, Stacy. I know I keep forgetting that Stacy is coming up, Facebook user. I'm sorry about that. Year of release. Oh, exactly, Elaine. The year of release. That's it. So anyway, that's all I got. This fast though. Year 3 for Sherry. So who's fasting? Real quick before I end. Who's fasting? Yes, I'm fasting. Even yes, I just decided based on this video. Okay, I'm in. Free fast is this week. You're gonna read the first 5 chapters of the book. The one yesterday was Let God Do a New Thing. Today is What is a Surrender Fast? Many of you, if you've already done a fast, you know what a surrender fast is. So just make sure you take some time. Yay, Leandria. Make sure you take some time to, many of you are fasting. This is awesome. To pray and to really surrender yourself this week as God prepares our hearts and minds to receive. We're going to hit some heavy duty topics in the next 6 weeks on the morning prayer calls. It's going to be phenomenal. Yes, seems like my first time, even though, right, Genova, you've done it, but just seems like brand new, right? Love it. Terry's fasting. Awesome. Monica. Nice. Darlene is fasting. Also, you guys, one of the things that we wanted to, year 3, I love it. Hey, Juanita. Well, that's Patricia. She's in. Juanita's in. Casey's in. One of the things that we did last year that we thought turned out really amazing. You probably can't really see my shirt, but it was our 5K shirt from last year. We're doing another 5K this year. I know most of you do not know that we're doing that. And we're going to actually need you guys to register by the middle of next week, which is like the 21st, because we got to get the t-shirts to you all. So if you're walking virtually, we want to get the t-shirt to you. If you're walking here in the Maryland area, it's going to be at Watkins Park in Upper Marlboro. We would love to have it. So it's our 5K to end poverty. And there's the Eventbrite link. We would love your support. We are actually doing some amazing work in Ghana, West Africa, with those who are that live in leprosy colonies and haven't had the ability or the means to support themselves until now. We're the first ones in this area to do this kind of micro grants for them to get them established, to get their businesses going. We've had the most tremendous testimonies on our website of people who have done so excellent. The program went so well in one of the leprosy colonies. We have extended. Now we're in a second leprosy colony, and we're even looking to get to a third. Ooh, yay! So your support is most needed. So thank you so much. If you can't attend the walk, either live or virtual, you can also send a donation too. So it's Surrender 365 Walk Run 2022.eventbrite.com. Or you could just go to where you register for the fast, surrenderfast.com and scroll down, and you'll see the link to get there too if you don't have opportunity to write that down. Make sure you're registering for the fast too, you all. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Denise, we could walk virtual. You could walk virtually, and because I'm going to live stream the walk, so the whole walk here will be live streamed. So the praise and worship, the DJ, the dancing. We have so much of a program set up for you all. If you can't walk the whole time, if you're walking live in Watkins Park, there's a way to shortcut and only do a part of the walk. No judgment. Everybody's different spaces in their physical health. But just to get out there, or you could just stay at the start line and just mingle with all the other fasters. It doesn't matter. But virtually, yes, Denise, we, if you register, we'll make sure you get your t-shirt. I'm going to walk and have you and talk to you virtually, pray over you through my entire walk. If you want to walk with me for the 3 miles, that's what I'll be doing for my virtual people. And then, of course, you'll be a part of the rest of it. Oh, the date. Oh, great question, Bethany. So the date is October 8th. So it's October 8th at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Last year, we had a tremendous turnout, almost 100 people live. So I'm hoping and praying we have that type of response again or more. Thank you, Jesus. And so that we can really bless this program and those that we're helping to end poverty. Okay. Thank you so much. Hi, Monroe. How are you? So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. I need to hear some testimonies. Come on Facebook, come back to this YouTube, comment, because I know God's about to show up. Even today, expect God in an amazing way. Sherry, yay! Because you missed it. I think you were gone last year, out of town or something. I can't wait, Sherry. Yeah, so anyway, register quickly, you guys, because we need you register by next Tuesday or Wednesday, because we got to get the t-shirts, and then some of you are going to be in other cities. We got to hurry up and get them mailed to you. So we'll be ready for the 8th. And it's a great way, again, while we're fasting, to fellowship and hang out. If you are not out of town, oh, yay. Okay. If you're not out of town, you'll register. If not, you'll donate. I appreciate you, Bethany Lynn. Okay. Alrighty. So we're good. Love you guys much. And can't wait to hang out with you. We will start these calls every day, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll see you next Tuesday. Starting on the 19th, I will be live every day, 8 a.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday is the weekly wrap up. And you know who's coming back for Fridays, right? Pastor Kyle Mann. Fire. He's going to be back for Fridays at noon. So we'll have other programming throughout that time period as well. But I will be back here at 8 a.m. Monday morning, the 19th. Okay. September 19th. You're welcome, Sarika. All righty, y'all. Be blessed. Thank you, Key. Please like and share on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All righty, y'all. Be blessed. Catch you soon.